Okay, good evening class. So, ang coverage pala ng exam nyo is the classification of the taxpayer, the applicable income tax rate, and the 8% versus the graduated tax. No? So, bago tayo magsimula, is dapat alam natin yung classification of income taxpayer. No? So, lagi nyo yung tandaan. Now, ang lesson natin today is about the applicable income tax rate. So, we have three types of income tax. We have the basic income tax, the passive income, final withholding tax on certain passive incomes, and the capital gain tax. So, ang focus natin talaga is yung basic income tax or the regular tax. So, tandaan natin lagi yung classification of the taxpayer, the source of income, and the type of income. Bakit natin kailangan matandaan? Kasi yung resident citizen lang, sila lang yung taxable within and without, no? Then other things is that hindi na sila taxable within or without. Tapos para mas tama yung amount na malagay natin yung tax due nila. Now, ito yung tandaan yung table na para madali. So, kung makikita nyo dyan sa table 2-1, yung resident citizen lang yung taxable within and without. So, net income yung tax base nila, and yung non-resident citizen, resident alien, and non-resident alien engage or trade or business, is yung net income is within only lang. No? Pag non-resident alien not engage or trade or business, sa gross income siya. So, yun ang pinagkaiba nila. No? So, within only lang. Now, doon na nga tayo sa problem kasi more on problem yung exam natin. No? So, we have here, use the following data for case A to E. Ngayon, an individual taxpayer provided the following information. We have gross business income in Philippines, Canada, Singapore, 5 million, 2 million, and 1 million respectively. And yung expense nila bawat country is that 3 million, 1 million, and 500,000 pesos respectively. So, what if, ito yung mga case na bibigyan kayo sa exam na, like for example, what if ngayon sa case A is that resident citizen siya and ilan yung taxable income. So, ganun no. So, okay, proceed tayo doon. What if ngayon talaga is resident citizen siya, resident citizen, ilan yung taxable income? Okay, technique. Tandaan nyo yung table. Saan yung taxable yung resident citizen? Okay, within and without. Taxable siya within and without. No? Within and without. Ngayon naman, next yung gagawin is tingnan nyo yung problem, intindihin nyo. No? Kung within and without siya, ibig sabihin, sa loob and sa labas ng Pilipinas, taxable siya. So, kung makikita nyo, lahat ng given dito is kailangan natin. So, ang una natin gawin is sulat muna natin na. So, we have gross income sa Pilipinas, we have 5 million. Sa Canada, 2 million. Singapore, 1 million. Ang business expense naman, each is that 1 million daw ang nagastos niya sa Pilipinas. Sa Canada naman, 3 million pala. Okay, 3 million yung sa Pilipinas, 1 million sa Canada, and 500,000 yung sa Singapore. Ngayon, kunin natin yung net income ng bawat isa. Okay, net income ng bawat isa. Okay, 5 million minus 3 million, we have 2 million. Okay. Now, 2 million minus 1 million, we have 1 million. And 1 million minus 500k, we have 500k din now. So, ilan yung taxable income natin? We will add these things na. 2 million plus 1 million, 3 million plus 500 is 3,500,000. Okay? So, ito po yung taxable income na. Iba po yung taxable income sa tax due na. Pag taxable income, yung income na taxable. Okay, from the word itself. Okay. Ngayon naman, what if yung case B naman is non-resident citizen siya? Okay, pag non-resident citizen siya, saan siya taxable? Within lang, okay? Within, okay? So, kinarek ko lang kayo, okay? Within po yun, no? So, pag non-resident citizen, within lang siya taxable. Kung within, meaning sa Pilipinas lang. So, common sense na alam naman natin na within lang yung non-resident citizen. So, titingnan lang natin is yung sa Pilipinas. Okay, we have GI 5M minus business expense na 3M, we will get 2 million. No, 2 million. So, ito yung sagot natin. No? 2 million pesos yung taxable income. No? Taxable income pag non-resident citizen siya. Okay? Ngayon naman, what if non-resident alien siya? Pag non-resident alien siya, taxable siya saan? Same lang po, within. So, ang sagot lang po dito ay same lang po sa number 1 now, within lang. So, sa Pilipinas lang. What if non-resident alien siya? Not engage or trade or business. Okay? Non-resident alien, engage or trade or business. Pag engage or trade or business, same lang po siya, no? Sa kanina. Kasi within lang. Okay? Pag not engage or trade or business, dito na po tayo magkakaiba na. Kasi gross income lang yung hinahanap dito. Okay? Gross income. So, ilan yon? We have 5 million lang, no? Sa Pilipinas lang po. Okay? Pilipinas lang. PH. 5 million yung taxable income. Okay? Gets? Madali lang, no? Ito. What if sa case F tayo? Case F tayo. Yung dito daw talaga. Malis at bumalik sa Pilipinas. Okay? Okay. Ngayong problem is that the income and expense of Filipino citizen in 2020 were provided as follows. January to June, Philippines, Canada, yung gross business income nila is 5 million, 2 million, respectively. And allowed deductions 2 million and 1 million. Nung July to December, yung gross income was 2 million and 3 million. Allowed deduction was 1 million and 1.2 million. Ngayon, ang tanong, what if daw, assumption number 1, what if yung taxpayer daw, yung taxpayer who is a resident, meaning resident daw siya, no, nakatira siya sa Pilipinas, okay, Pinay siya, umalis siya sa country noong July. So, umalis siya noong July, okay, dito na, umalis siya noong July to December. Ilan daw yung taxable income? Okay, ganito yung technique na. Una, i-categorize mo muna, no? January to June. January to June, kung umalis siya sa Pilipinas noong July to December, January to June, ibig sabihin siya po ay resident citizen. Okay, again, resident citizen siya noong January to June. Na-classify na natin. Next is, ang gagawin natin is, saan ba siya taxable? Within and without. Okay, within and without. Ngayon, alam na natin na resident citizen siya, taxable siya within and without. I-add na natin, no? Deduct muna natin kasi hanapin natin ng each of the net income ng bawat isa. Okay, sa Pilipinas, yung 5 million, yung gross income, yung allowable deduction is 2 million. Sa Canada, we have 2 million and 1 million. Okay, deduct natin, we will get 3 million, and 1 million. Ngayon, sa July to December, ano na siya? Non-resident citizen. Okay, next natin gagawin. Saan taxable yung non-resident citizen? Taxable po siya within lang, no? Within. Okay, again, tandaan nyo lang yung table. So, within lang siya taxable. Now, gross business income is sa Pilipinas lang, no? Tingnan nyo yun. Sa Pilipinas lang po, no? That is noong, okay, gross business income, we have 2 million. And allowable deduction was 1 million. Okay? Ngayon, deduct na natin, we will get 1 million. So deduct na, deduct. Okay? Deduct po ito. Deduct. Kaya allowable deduction, meaning hindi deduct natin. Okay? Now, ang gagawin natin is i-add natin lahat, no? Add natin to. Add natin to. Add natin to. And ito. Kasi ang tanong, ilan yung taxable income niya for this year? So, taxable year. Kung add natin to, and ito, we get 5 million. Okay? So, ang sagot po is 5 million pesos yung taxable income. Ngayon naman, what if sa case 2, what if naman daw yung nangyari dito is bumalik naman siya sa Pilipinas noong July to December. Ngayon, ang nangyari is bumalik sa Pilipinas noong July to December. Okay, kung bumalik siya sa Pilipinas, meaning dati siyang non-resident citizen. Okay, January to June, non-resident citizen siya. Okay, again, una natin gagawin is to classify him or her. Okay, classify natin. So, nung January to June, okay, siya ay non-resident citizen. Okay, and July to December, resident citizen na siya kasi bumalik nga siya sa Pilipinas. Ngayon, next is, saan ba siya taxable? Ano yung resident citizen? Within lang po. Yung resident citizen, within and without. Okay? Hoy, binaliktad lang yung kanina na senaryo. Now, math naman tayo. Add natin na. Ngayon, ng January to June, kung non-resident citizen siya, meaning taxable siya within lang. So, we have 5 million and 2 million. Okay? Sa PH lang, tapos sa Pilipinas lang, no? So, we have 5 million and deduct natin yung 2 million kasi allowable deduction. So, we get 3 million pesos. Now, noong July to December, ano na po siya? Resident citizen na siya kasi bumalik nga siya sa Pilipinas. So, ang gagawin lang natin is i-add and deduct lang natin. Now, so, we have 2 million minus 1 million kasi ito yung income nila sa Pilipinas. So, we get 1 million. Ngayon naman, yung 3 million naman, i-deduct natin sa 1.2 million. We get the net income of 1,800,000, no? 1,800,000. Okay? Now we get both income, no? Net income. So this net income. Okay, net income to. Net income. Ngayon, i-add natin lahat kasi tinatanong kung ilan yung taxable niya sa kanya for this year. So, add lang natin 3 million plus 1 million, that is 4 million plus 1.8 is 5,800,000 yung taxable income niya. Okay? Taxable income. Okay? So, yan lang po yung sa applicable income tax. Ngayon naman, graduated tax sa next video, no? 8% versus graduated tax pag sa mixed income earners, no? Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.